Hey you guys, and welcome back to another Dauntingly Diana. It's me again. You guys have been on my desk for like, I don't know how long. But yeah, I just wanted to show my face today and let you guys know I'm still alive and I'm still kicking and doing videos. Yeah, so you're looking a little down on me right now. Sorry, I just turned my camera around basically. I'm being lazy, that's all. Okay, so today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you like 10 things you didn't know you needed to know about me, basically. So like, I'm not gonna tell you about my paranormal group because you guys already know that. I'm not gonna tell you about my crafting, you guys know that. I'm not gonna tell you about my tours or even my crazy haunted house that I've done. I'm just gonna talk about things that you may find interesting about me, just to let you guys know me a little bit better. Okay. Let's get started with our list. So, number one, I did want to tell you guys about is that my dad is in the military, or was in the military. He was in the Air Force, and so I was a military brat, and I've lived kind of all over the place. But yeah, we'll get back to that in a bit. Yeah, so military brat, and he's no longer in the Air Force. He's actually retired from there now, which is kind of cool. And he's close to me now, so I can go and visit him. He was for a while like living in Kiev and some different places, so it was a little, he also went to Afghanistan, which was a little nerve-wracking, but anyways, glad to know that he's retired now and living his best life. So and like kind of banking off of that for number two, I lived in Germany for a year, which was really cool. So I was like 12, 13 years old. We went and lived in Baden-Baden. A lot of people know about the Air Force Base over there. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I met some really cool people there, people that I'm still friends with on Facebook because they're all over the world. But I really enjoyed like seeing all the different things and stuff, but I really wish that I had been older so I could appreciate it more, you know, like really pay attention to things. I always say that, like I really wish I had been able to take everything in and know like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you, like to go live in Germany kind of a thing. So yeah, I really wish I had been more in tune to that kind of stuff, but I was like I was a tween, so I was just kind of like living my life and then like kind of enjoying all the cool stuff that was there. But yeah, like I said, didn't get into it as much as I should have, like anyways. But yeah, it was a lot of fun and I have lots of really good memories from there, so it's good. So yeah, some of you might not know, and I'm gonna add a picture here. I have a daughter. She's 24 years old. She's gonna be 25 this year. That's crazy. I had her quite young. I was in high school when I got pregnant, and yeah, so it was rough for a little while at first, but I think that I gave her the best life that I possibly could, and I'm so happy to have her back in my life now. We're really getting along and hanging out a lot and cooking together and like just, yeah, having fun. So it's really nice to have that in my life. And what else do we have? I'm a twin. I have a twin brother. His name is Daryl, and he lives in Ottawa. Actually, I live in St. John, as some of you may know. And yeah, he lives in Ottawa. He's on his own, and yeah. So he's my fraternal twin, obviously. We don't look very much alike. And yeah, he just doesn't look anything like me at all. I'm not sure where we got our genes from, but anyways, so we were pretty tight when we were kids, not so much now, but we still talk occasionally. So yeah, the reason why he's in Ottawa is because we grew up there. So I, being in the military, we ended up in the Uplands base in Ottawa, Ontario. And yeah, that's where I grew up mostly. And then my parents got divorced when we were 6 or 7 years old, maybe a little older, 8 or 9. We moved off the base and then went into like up downtown Ottawa, I guess it would be, basically is where we were living. And yeah, it's not my favorite place in the world. I actually don't care for Ottawa that much at all. Went back to visit once, and I took Zoe and my ex at the time down to see all the cool things, like the Parliament buildings and stuff like that. The stuff that you take for advantage when you're like, you're living in Ottawa because you're just so used to seeing it. So there's really cool things in Ottawa, but I just didn't like just the whole mentality of people in Ottawa. It just really bothers me. So I was actually born in Fredericton, and all of my dad's family lives here in St. John, so I really think that I was a Maritimer at heart. Yeah, I can't see myself going back to Ottawa anytime soon. It's, yeah, not my favorite place. But it does have some memories, some good memories, and I did meet some good friends there, who I'm also still friends with on Facebook, so that's really nice. My high school friends that I still know, I love that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, I play guitar. Not many people know that. I did not play for a long time. But I do have a guitar now, and we've got an acoustic and an electric, and I also play the ukulele. I'm trying to. I'm not very good at it though. It's a lot harder than the guitar for some reason. Like I just picked up the guitar and like picked it up right away. Ukulele is a little bit different, but I did have a friend offer to show me some chords and stuff, so I might end up doing that next because I've been trying to use like apps and stuff, and it's just not going well. But it's just so much different than the guitar. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. Anyways, and I also really enjoy singing. I can do it okay. I'm not perfect. I've never taken any singing lessons or anything, but I just really enjoy singing along with songs and stuff like that. So, and I have had people say that my voice was nice, so just say. What else do I have? Oh, this is number 7 now. I have a ChemTech diploma, so I took some upgrading after Zoe was in school herself, and I started to look into going to school myself. So I did some upgrading, and then I was kind of talked into going into the ChemTech program from some people because I got really good grades and they just thought I could do it. Unfortunately, I don't think it was the right choice for me. Like literally a month into it, I was like, what have I done? Like I don't want to be here at all. But somehow I still managed to like keep it all together to get good grades. I was on the dean's list every term. And I literally ended up getting the worst job that I could have possibly gotten out of school. And it was like, and I worked there for 8 years and I was miserable. Like I hated it, and I was in so much chemicals and stuff like that. Like it was not good. Like we would literally come home smelling, like the smell just permeates off of you. Like we use lots of toluene and like things like that, chemicals that were not great for you. For the most part, we were in the hoods, but you're not in the hoods all the time. Like you can't, it happens, like, and stuff gets around, and it is what it is. So yeah, I just felt like if I kept, and it was shift work as well, which was really hard on me, like hard on my body. I was tired all the time. I was depressed. I was just not doing well. So, well, it is what it is. It was an experience. I did really well. I even like got the principal's award and everything. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. I hated it, but I did it. Let's just say that. Yeah, so I did like chemistry, and that's why I did it, and that's why I went into that program. But yeah, I just really think it wasn't for me. I'm one of those people that gets like, has a good paying job and then ends up, you know, buying a hot dog stand or something. Like I ended up working at a call center because I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like I just don't. So yeah. So it is what it is. All that knowledge gone now because I'm just working in a call center, but that's fine. Somebody has to do it, right? Those jobs have to be done. Alrighty, and something else you guys might not know about me. This is number 8. I have a half sister. Her name is Penny. She's about 9 years older than me, I think. And we were pretty tight when we were younger. I still talk to her a lot. Like we just talked yesterday or the day before. And she has 2 daughters, so my 2 nieces, and they live in Ottawa as well. And yeah, I wish they would be able to come here to visit, but unfortunately not. anytime soon because of the COVID, possibly once they lift the restrictions, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned her name. Her name's Penny. My nieces are Amanda and Chrissy. So yeah, I used to babysit them when I was younger, and yeah, they were fun. We used to play together too because we were pretty close, like not super close in age, but enough that we could like, we still hung out and did some stuff together and played games and stuff like that. So yeah, number 9. I have been featured on television. Some of you might know this, and it was for the paranormal group. So in, oh my gosh, what year was it now? I can't even remember. Way back when, when we did this. It was for one of our like very first investigations, and it was a friend of mine, Beth, who had called us in to come and check things out, and she agreed to do the TV show with me, which was amazing. And we did it together, and it's so good, guys. Check it out if you want to. A couple of little facts about the interview. We actually did the interview inside of the garage itself where we did the investigation, which was really cool. And then we took turns doing our interviews in there. And the crew at the time were actually like, could hear like weird things happening and weird noises and stuff like that, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, so the television show is Paranormal Survivor. It was season 2, episode 10. Go check it out. We're like the last 15 minutes in the show, so there's like I think 3 stories for each show. So they would do like a 15, 15, and 15, and we're the last 15 minutes if you want to check that out. I think it was Face to Face with a Demon or something. I'm not really sure what it was, like something like that, something dark, but yeah, we don't think demons were involved, just a creepy thing. Something really creepy anyways. But yeah, Face to Face with Evil, that's what it is. Yeah, so you should check it out. It's fun. And oh, the reenactments were hilarious. So they had me like ghost hunting in a mini skirt and like thigh-high boots and, and stuff like that. I'm like, this is not right. And they also had like our psychic was like using crystals, but she was like holding them up in the air like this. And I'm like, that's not how that works. And anyways, it was funny and it was fun to do. Go and check it out for sure. And the last thing that I have is that I love to cook and look at recipes and food and watch food videos. Like I was really obsessed with it at one time. When I got sick, it kind of went down the tubes because I just wasn't hungry. So like that kind of stuff was like, it just turned me off really. I would still watch videos and stuff, but I didn't do a whole lot of cooking because I was not feeling up to it with my illness and everything. And yeah, that was a rough time. But I do still cook now, and I'm an okay cook, I think. I actually like sort of toyed with the idea of doing what's it called, a cooking YouTube show. I was just gonna take like, I have like a ton of recipes on my Pinterest, and I was actually gonna just go through and try to make one of those recipes every day for like a YouTube video. And then I was like, do I want to do that? No, like that's a lot of work, and we have to be up in my kitchen that has terrible lighting. And anyways, so that went by the wayside, and I ended up deciding to do this crafting / like gothic and paranormal channel instead. So who knows, down the road I may end up cooking. You never know. Yeah, so I still like am really lazy and slack for cooking and stuff like that now, but when I do cook, everybody enjoys it and it's good. So and I like trying new recipes. That's always something I've done. Yeah, I really like cooking and food. When I was younger, there were times that we didn't have a lot of food, so this might be a little bit too much for you guys, but anyways, sometimes we didn't have a lot of food, and we went through phases where if there was no food in the house, like we would just torture ourselves by like thinking about all of the things that we wanted to eat. But for some reason it was comforting in a way, so I don't know, it's weird. You do weird things to comfort yourself when you're in situations like that. So anyway, so those are 10 things about me that you might not have known. And yeah, I also kind of want to do a chessboard at one point, which I think would be fun because I did one for Zoe for Christmas and she loves it. I have the pieces still sitting here because I haven't finished them yet because they're kind of a mess. But anyways, I think she liked them, so I'm gonna just do another coat on them and make them pretty for her to use on her board. But her boyfriend also wants a chess set, so I might have him come over and do one with me. I also have an idea for maybe like an interview type thing. I have an old friend that I just started talking to again, and he's into the paranormal. He has a group of his own, and I don't know, I just thought it would be cool to have somebody else's perspective on ghost hunting and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so those are some of the ideas I have. Of course, there's gonna be more hauls for craft supplies and stuff like that. I haven't gotten around to doing any of that yet, and I really need resin so bad right now. So I really have to do another resin haul, but yeah, we'll get around to it. Starting to save up some money and starting to get back into things again now that I'm working. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Love you. Have a wonderful week, weekend, day, night, wherever you are, and take care. And come back next week for another video. Hopefully I'll have one out for next week. Alrighty. Mwah. Bye guys.